Let's Talk Crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is December 22nd, 2021, and Bitcoin is looking like it's in a complex fourth wave of 5-wave impulse, and it's still going up, and that's great. Okay, so if you're interested in what Bitcoin's doing, what we can expect it to do in the immediate short term, in the next 10 to 14 days, then tune in, watch until the very end. And I have a very, very important announcement that I will be making. If you're subscribed to the channel, if you're watching every day, you probably haven't already heard this, but it stands to be repeated. It's very, very important. So tune in, watch until the very end. Okay, so like I said, I'm looking at Bitcoin right now on the hourly chart, and let's zoom out for a second, just for a bit of context, and so people know where we're at. So for the past 14 days, we've been in a holding pattern, in a complex correction right here, a WXYXZ, a double three as we call it in Elliott wave theory, and it's basically been consolidating for, this has been the B wave, okay, of, so this is the A wave, right? This has been the B wave of this correction, this two-wave correction. All of this is a two-wave correction, okay? And this is the impulsive portion of the two-wave correction, right? It's the C wave. It's just 5 waves up. So what we're anticipating is for Bitcoin to give us 5 waves up to about the 618 level, which is about at 58K. And once it hits that resistance, we anticipate that it will continue. It will give us some ABC correction, and the C wave will be the first wave of the dreaded third wave down, which is going to be massive, okay? So that's what we're seeing. That's basically been the analysis. That's been what we've been projecting for months, okay? So this two wave should be primarily used as an exit strategy. I repeat, this two wave should be used as an exit strategy. It should not necessarily be used in order to, as a lot of people in the market are doing, not everybody, but a lot of people in our market are sort of thinking that this is going to turn out to be a reversal of this downtrend, okay? We had a huge downtrend in Bitcoin, and we had some consolidation. Some people, for some reason, think that you're going to break this previous high and create a reversal pattern, and the bull run will quote unquote continue, okay? For some reason, that seems to be their belief, not respecting the fact that this downtrend has established itself in earnest. And basically what we're getting here is a simple relief rally for continuation, okay? And that's what you usually see. But again, to each his own, or her own. But so like I said, the best way to use this two wave is to plot your exit, okay? Some people are very nervous and they want to sell their bags. They want a dollar cost average out of their bags up until we get to a top, okay? Other people are a little more confident and do some rudimentary projection and think, okay, I'm gonna sell my positions around when Bitcoin reaches 58K, something like that, okay? And again, we used Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large, so it doesn't necessarily mean you're selling Bitcoin. It can mean you're selling other assets. And please don't be confused. Once Bitcoin decides the party's over and it decides to go down, the party's over. It's got market dominance, enough market dominance to pull 95+% of the market down with it. So you know, the idea, oh yeah, but my alt has, you know, just released its test net, and it's been doing so well, and blah blah blah. You can think that if you like, but you know, I just, you know, I wouldn't take that risk, because this third wave is going to be massive, and you are going to most likely, on the balance of probability, wish you'd gotten out when you could. Okay, and this is your chance to get out. And how long will you have? On average, I would say about 10 days. Okay, I always say on this channel that time is one of the hardest things to predict, and I'm not giving a time prediction of, you know, willy-nilly. I'm just giving you more or less a rough estimate as to how long this 5-wave impulse may last. And that's just, excuse me, judging by the length of time that this one wave is taking, okay? And like I said in the beginning of the video, looks to me like we're in, and I'm going to zoom in for a second, we're in a wave 4 of this one wave, okay? So we have wave 1, 2, 3, and then we have a W, X, Y. It looks to me like a complex correction, okay? This wave 2 was simple, wave 4 is complex. If it stopped right now and we turned around, it would be a simple or a complex single 3. So W, X, Y. You see 3 waves in each, right? Let's go smaller time frames just to see a little more definition. You see here, you hit the top of wave 3, W, X, Y. You know, obviously you can keep going with the X2 and a Z, but let's say we turned around here, you're basically headed for wave 5, which we can expect to be around, if we take the inverse 1618 of this, we can expect wave 5 to end at around right over 50K, okay? So that's what I'm seeing with Bitcoin. We're in wave 4. We expect wave 5 to hit around 50K, right over 50K, and then come back down and retest the previous resistance, right? Because we were in this large pattern for about 2 weeks, and this line right here was our resistance. And basically what we're doing with this first wave is turning old resistance into new support. That's called a resistance support flip, or RS flip. So this is what I anticipate Bitcoin to do. So probably retrace to the 0.5 of this wave 1, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. So if we do that and we get to wave 2, then obviously wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, all of this I anticipate can take around 10 days. And again, that's just judging by the time it takes for wave 1 and 2 to form. You know, about 2-3 days, let's say 3 days. So 3 days for wave 1, 3 days for wave 3 days for wave 1 and 2, 3 days for wave 3 and 4, 3 days for wave 5, 9-10 days, something like that. I don't know. But what's important is that you put in your mind an approximate time frame, so that you're kind of preparing yourself. If you know you only have 10 to 14 days to exit, let's say 10 to 12 days to exit, you're mentally prepared to do that, to sell your backs, to do whatever you need to do to get out of the market. So, in preparation for the dump, if you do also believe that that is a proper read on the market. So that's basically Bitcoin. That's where we're at. That's where I think we're going in the immediate short term and in the longer term. Okay. Now, again, we use Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. So that means other assets are doing the same thing. Okay. That means VRA, for instance, is also in a 4-wave correction, which it looks like it is. Looks like we have a wave 1, 2, 3 complex 4, W, X, Y. And now we're getting wave 5, okay? So that's what I'm seeing in VRA as well, and same with VRA. It is this retrace is a two-wave retrace, and you should be strategizing if you want to accumulate, if you want to kind of protect your position and protect against too much of a how do you call it, a markdown. You probably want to sell your positions at the top of this move. Okay, if this is one wave forming, two comes back down, 3, 4, 5, you try to sell at the top of this 5 waves so that you protect against it going down again, as it did prior to this, this short uptrend, right? Remember, you had like pretty much this whole time since October 31st. And I was saying this actually in one of my VRA updates as we were making this move. I said, be careful. We're going to be entering a downtrend. People were talking about fundamentals and how, it just made a new partnership and stuff like that. Just please I always say this. It doesn't matter what the fundamentals are. Every single asset, every last asset, no matter how great, is going to go up and down. Okay, where is the asset in existence that has only gone up or only gone down? Maybe you can find some that have only gone down, maybe. But even then, it doesn't exist, right? So it doesn't matter. Technical analysis doesn't give a damn about the fundamentals for more often than not, right? Just on the whole. Obviously, fundamentals have an effect on price action, but in the larger scope, right, you're always going to get these patterns, up and down patterns, and that's basically the premise of good TA. You're looking at patterns that play out probably, right, to a high degree of probability, regardless of the external fundamentals. All that's baked in, right? So basically, we had this huge downtrend in VRA. We get consolidation, a little bit of a relief rally. You're going to get, just like in Bitcoin, a continuation of the downtrend. That's what I'm seeing in pretty much every asset, right? You go to Chainlink, same thing, actually. Chainlink, huge downtrend, bit of consolidation. You're going to get a relief rally, and then continuation of the downtrend, okay? And let's look at another one that's popular, PYR. That came up in the live stream yesterday. Let's clean this up a bit. PYR is a bit different, okay? And I'll tell you why it's a bit different. And I don't really know what to make of it, to be honest. And I'll tell you why. So I'm counting 5 waves here in PYR. PYR is in an impulse, okay? For me, like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's basically at the bottom of wave 4 for me. And so it has yet to print its 5th wave. And like Bitcoin, it's in an impulse right now, but that impulse is 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like Bitcoin, it's in its 4th wave. I anticipate it gives 5 waves, but just larger scope on PYR. One thing I don't understand is how it's going to, if this is indeed the 4th wave, how is it going to complete this 4th wave or this 5th wave, right? Which it's projected to, let's say this is the 4th wave. The 5th wave is projected to about $96, something like that, right? How does it complete this in 10 days or 12 days or 14 days or whatever? That means it's going to go 400% in 10 days. Maybe it does. I don't know. That's just my thing on PYR. So jury's still out. Just by my analysis, it looks like it's going to $96, right? I just took the inverse 1618 of the wave 4, the larger wave 4, and it looks like it's printing another impulse, right? Getting ready to go. But I just don't know how it's going to do that so quickly in time for to complete it before Bitcoin turns around, right? Because just we have to disabuse ourselves of the notion that it's going to continue to go up while Bitcoin plummets, right? Some may, but that's very, very, very rare. So that's my only take on PRI. That's why I'm watching it. It's intriguing to me. I'm not exactly sure what to make of this. But that's it. That's my market update for today. That's Bitcoin. That's VRA. That's Chainlink. That's PYR. Hope this was helpful. Hope this was useful. Stay safe. This is a holiday season. I know we deal a lot with money and there's a lot of stress in this space, but please remember to keep everything in perspective. There's nothing more important than your health, your well-being, your mental health, your spiritual health. So take care with that. And, obviously you do your best to make money in this space, but it's not the end of the world. So try and find ways to do this in a healthy way. All right. I hope this was good for you all, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.